What's going on today, guys? Happy Cinco de Mayo. Definitely going to need a drink after today's market. Uh, what an absolute whirlwind of a market today. I mean, holy hell. That move to the downside, absolutely like beyond belief. I mean, yesterday we had obviously the Fed news about rate hike or the interest hike, and the market bounced really hard off of that. It was a really nice bullish movement to the upside, and coming into today, the market took an absolute dump, like it's been constipated for the past 25 years. It just absolutely dumped. I mean, taking a look at the futures right now, Dow, S&P, and Nasdaq, you have a little bit of green, but overall, it took. I mean, Nasdaq was down 6% at one point. I mean, that's the most I've seen, like probably ever, in my trading career. Today was absolutely insane, as volatile as can be. A lot of the big names were all over the place. I'm going to discuss a few in my video today. Going to show you the SPY, ETF, UVXY, my take on natural gas right now, and just break it all down for you guys. But wow, what an absolutely crushing blow to the downside. So if anyone had any puts, I'm sure you banked really damn hard. Um, Looks like into after hours, oil is up like it should be. I'm still expecting a massive bull run in oil, so just keep an eye on that. Natural gas, what a move to the upside. Not what I want to see, especially considering I'm holding cold, but there's too many news reports regarding supply issues and all this stuff. Obviously, the whole political war going on in Russia, and there's many other things. There's many other articles that have been impacting this. So let's go ahead and break it down, guys. Make sure to follow me at the Deepster 7. Live updates, live plays. Yeah, guys, this is definitely a good place if you want some, quick plays that, whatever I have on my mind at a much faster pace, obviously. But yeah, I mean, today was just absolutely all over the place. Now let's break it down right here. Um, the SPY today was kind of all over the place. Let's zoom out a little bit. The SPY today was really all over the place. It really didn't know like what it wanted to do. It was just up and down, up and down, up and down, uptrending, taking a dump, uptrending, taking a dump, uptrending, taking a dump. I mean, it was just all over the place today. Post market holding at the 413 level. Um, you know, in terms of is this going to collapse through the 400 level? I don't see how it couldn't. I mean, we're literally right on that doorstep of that heading down towards that level, and breaking into lows that we haven't seen in quite some time. Um, I mean, it's pretty insane. I mean, but I've talked about this in a number of my videos about the volatility that's going on in the markets right now, and you know exactly that. The downtrend was imminent, right? I mean, in terms of the timing and when it was going to happen, I didn't know exactly, but clearly the market has shown that it's favoring the downside right now, which is the logical thing because of inflation, because of everything going on. There's so many impactful things and factors that play a part in this downturn, and the reason why I feel like the market was going to downturn initially. So now it's just a matter of figuring out how far is this actually going to downturn before we see the move to the upside. Like I'm telling you, it's been bipolar. It doesn't know what it wants to do. There's been a lot of manipulation, as I've talked about, guys. Hedge funds, whatever, the huge buyers, people that run the markets. It's just been absolute manipulation. Obviously, they're pocketing, insane gains, controlling and manipulating a lot of prices and stuff. But We can't focus on that too much. We just have to look at the technicals, look at look at the what's going on in terms of the news, and keep an eye on the ETFs and try to make the best determination on which way the market is going to go. So, taking a look at the end of the day, there's a lot of confidence in the bullish side. I mean, as you guys can see with this green candle, just like with UVXY, I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you in a second. But with this amount of volume at the end of the day, that is showing that there's a lot of bullish sentiment in the market right now. So there's a ton of bottom plays I'm also going to be discussing right now. I have a few of them that I personally feel are going to jump, but I mean, as you guys can see, there's definitely bullish sentiment here. Now, jumping over to UVXY, uh, just as much bullish sentiment here as well. I mean, wow, look at the end of the day. Look at that end of the day volume in that green wick. Wow. Um, Finished up right here at the 1770 range, or right now it's at the 1770 range. Finished up at around 1780. Went to the 18s. This is what I did mention yesterday. Did I hold this? Why would I? I mean, the thing is about me is, um, you know, I'm like the thing is about UVXY is that it's so unpredictable, right? I mean, you saw the price action yesterday. The price action yesterday was absolutely like, I mean, it was just as toxic as can be. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Couldn't make its mind up. I ended up just stopping out for a tiny loss. It wasn't even anything impactful on me. Then end of day yesterday, UVXY finished at like a little under 14. It was like in the high 13s. And then you see the market open today and then just start proceeding to the downside. And like I said, NASDAQ was down at up to north of 6% at one point, which obviously you know what's going to happen with UVXY, absolutely soaring to the upside. So it broke through 18. I mean, what was it, like a 40% move? I mean, look at this, guys. From the bottom, from that bottom that we saw yesterday, and now just holy hell, right? So if you were a bull on this name and you've been looking at the the facts of the matter, I mean, my whole personal take on that whole interest hike is that that's, I mean, it's to combat inflation, but at the same time, I feel like that's bearish on the market. I mean, I don't know. My whole outlook right now on the market is that there's just so much uncertainty and there's a lot of factors that point in the downward direction. That's why I've been talking about UVXY so religiously, guys. So keep UVXY on watch. Everyone's opinions vary, but I mean, could this continue through $20? 100%. Could it continue even higher? 100%. So keep it on watch, guys. As you can see, there's bullish sentiment heading into the close. So we'll see what unfolds here tomorrow. Moving over to Boyle real fast. Wow, what a what a bull run on the day this was. Currently at 124. Actually, that was the closing price. I don't know. It's not showing me the after hours price, but I think the after hours price is at like 127 right now, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, there it is. It's at 126. Okay. What a move to the upside from natural gas, guys. Now, what I've been talking about is that I am bearish on natural gas. The thing is it dangerous to be bearish on it right now? 100%. It is dangerous. To take that sort of stance, especially considering the news regarding supply and whatnot. But there's a few reasonings why I feel so strongly about taking a bearish stance on this because as we're heading into the summer, demand is going to dry up. It's going to shrink, right? No demand, then the overall price is going to drop. That's inevitable for anything, any commodity, any product, any service, anything, right? So my whole take on it is that we're gonna see some downturn in Boyle. Like I'm talking under $100 within the coming weeks to couple months. um, I'm definitely gonna be patient in my position in cold. I'll elaborate more on that in a moment, but I mean Boyle. Back in February, I was a natural gas bull. I was a bull when Boyle was $30, and look where it ran to. I mean, we're talking 400, or basically 4x your money. I mean, it's insane. I mean, was this was this going to happen 100%? I mean, no, but there were certain factors like the war in Russia, with Russia being the main exporter of natural gas. There's going to be a lot of tension. And with tension, with all the politics involved, it sends plays like this just absolutely bonkers. Um, Now, in terms of where, or when this is going to start downtrending, I'm not entirely sure. We could see another few days of this uptrending, maybe another few weeks. I'm not entirely sure. But all I know is that my bearish stance remains strong, and I'm very confident in that. And my whole and let me go ahead and move over to KOLD right now. My whole take on KOLD is that it's going to go to $15 to $20 when the time actually happens. When Boyle sees that massive move to the downside, this thing is going to move hard. Like I said, there's a lot of bullish sentiment because of articles in the news regarding a lot of supply issues and whatnot. I should actually just go ahead and show you guys. Let's open up natural gas futures. Now, what's very convenient about this is that you can see the news that's impacting. Like here, this is the 15-minute chart. Okay. Um, U.S. Energy Department to commit 2.25 billion to carbon storage program. Germany ramps up capacity for natural gas imports to replace Russian gas. Definitely impactful because there's so much tension there, and I believe that they're trying to ban. Obviously, Russia. They're trying to put as many sanctions on them as possible for obviously their crimes against humanity, invading Ukraine, whatever, blah blah blah, whatever. I mean, it's all a bunch of he say, she say. It's hard to get the actual news, like the legit truth of what's going on when the news media taints everything. So uh, just try to stick to, the best sources that you can. So yeah, I'm here on investing.com, and these are all articles that are affecting the price. Japan says difficult to immediately follow Russia oil embargo. Analysis Qatar scores as World Cup host, but may not net long term. Okay, I don't know what the hell that is. Shell posts, yeah, Shell, the record, whatever. Companies confront a new climate challenge, home offices. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot going on, guys. There is a lot going on, and into after hours, natural gas is still increasing. If we zoom out on the chart, if we look at the weekly, as you guys can see, holy hell! Look at this move from natural gas, and it's all due to the fact that there's so much tension going on in the world regarding supply issues and whatnot. So, um, where do I see this tapering off at? I'm not entirely sure, honestly. Could natural gas head to $10? I don't see why not. Right? I mean, we're in a different type of environment right now with everything going on. Um, but I want to give you guys as much analysis as I can regarding oil and why I have the stance that I do. I mean, if you look at this, right? I mean, we're right here at the 880 level. Um, Natural gas has not gone that far up off of this all time, as you guys can see. It looks like back in 2005, that's when it peaked out at like 14 bucks. Could it get there? Personally, I don't think so. Okay, I'm remaining bearish on it. Once demand starts drying up, especially heading into the summer months, um, we're gonna see a drop in natural gas, and cold is going to moon. I mean, as like I said before, as cliche as it sounds, I really do believe cold is gonna go to 10, 15, $20. I don't think cold is gonna have another reverse split like it did a few months ago. If you guys look on the chart, I don't believe it's gonna do that. But in general, we have to be ready. We have to stay on our toes for anything that comes. So keep cold on watch, guys. This is one that I'm very, very confident about. I mean, there was quite a bit of volume today. Obviously, much cheaper than obviously its competitor Boyle on the opposite end, which is obviously at 126 right now. So yeah, big difference there in price, but cold, I do see that move coming. So keep it on watch, guys. Moving on over to Square, who just had their earnings today, and oh my God, what a freaking move. I gotta scroll all the way up to see where the price is right now. 100 right now after market. Square is at $103. And let me break it down to you guys. I entered right around here in the 94, 93 range. I held like maybe 250 shares or something like that. Um, Now let me tell you exactly what unfolded. So I'm holding. It's obviously not showing the aftermarket candles and whatnot, but I'll just give you guys the rundown. So aftermarket uptrended a little bit and then absolutely dumped to the downside. It went down to $91. Square did. It went down to the $91 range. It got manipulated down there. I ended up getting out at 95.50 with like a $2 win per share. But as soon as it hit that 91 low, bam, like absolutely bam, straight back to the upside, went all the way up to 104, then was manipulated down again, back up to the upside, and then back up to the upside again, and now we're sitting at $103 a share. Breaking down their earnings, I mean, it's not awful. It wasn't that far off, but it wasn't a miss. Earnings per share was a miss. Revenue was a miss. A miss. Beyond that, I'm not entirely sure any other details. I just know that it was a miss, and there was a massive sell-off after it had pumped initially, and then it sold off all the way down to 91. And then obviously, huge buyers poured in to send it to where it is now. So, am I upset? Of course not. You know what? Or was I upset? Of course I was. But should I be upset? Of course not. Right? I mean, you can't determine because this could have had to. Who knows? This could have gone to $80. A lot of times I've seen earnings, right, and it could be a minor miss, and the stock plummets. Like legitimate companies, I've seen stocks absolutely plummet. Right? It doesn't matter if they have any positive outlooks or they have potential partnerships coming on. I mean, literally, you see the like a minor earnings per share or revenue miss, like it could plummet. So I booked a profit here. I hope you guys got onto my alert. I did alert around that region in the 93, 94 on my stock twit. So this was one of the trades of the day. But holding on through that manipulation after hours is a very difficult thing to do. So if you did, congratulations to you guys. You guys are banking hard. So yeah, Square, what a move today. Rivian, another one of the big boy plays that's been absolutely hammered to the downside today because of the downward pressure. So much red today. Took it all the way down. It looks like to the $30 range, right? Right down here to the $30 range, as you guys can see. See, my chart's doing the same exact thing. It's just the weirdest. It's so weird. Maybe if I like zoom in, here we go. Is that gonna help? No. Very strange. Very strange. I need to configure this. This can't be happening like this. I'm gonna figure this out, guys. But anyways, again, like I've been talking about with Rivian, it's been holding that $30 support extremely well. Even on a day like this, it didn't even break the $30. And that's surprising because this stock has broken through the 30 to the high 29s, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. But it's held. I mean, this is a very positive sign, guys. This is an absolutely very positive sign. I need to look up when the earnings is for Rivian. I'm not entirely sure, but maybe if we go in the 3-month interval, there we go. May 12th. Okay. So yeah, it's coming up. I knew it was soon. I just didn't know exactly when. So in 1 week from now, next Thursday, we're gonna get earnings from Rivian. Um, I remain very bullish on the name. I love Rivian. I love the chart. I love the way it operates. It's a legitimate EV company in the space, and I see it taking market share in the coming years. We'll see what happens with earnings though, and what they say about that. But that's coming up next week on the 12th. So keep that in mind. Right now, post market, Rivian is at $31, but a key level, guys, that $30 level. It's been holding it very well, and like I said, we need at least a quite a bit of trading days to establish that support, and it's been doing that, and I'm really happy about that. So keep Rivian on watch, guys. If you're buying long, I'm right there with you for sure. In terms of an entry, for, personally, uh, of course, I want to be a buyer. I just haven't bought the name. I really wasn't paying attention to it too much today, but I'm very bullish on this name. And it's really good to see the upward momentum, especially going into the end of today. There's a lot of bullish sentiment, as you guys can see with the green volume candles. And that's pretty much all I got for Rivian today. Um, Camber Energy, moving on to this one. This is one that I alerted yesterday, guys. This is one that I alerted yesterday. So I got in around the 80 cent, 79 cent range. And what a move to the upside this was. And like I said, guys, Camber Energy likes to lag sometimes. If you follow my stock switch, you'll see that post, but it likes to lag at times. So we saw a move to 88 cents. Okay, I ended up getting out right around the 86 cent range. It was on this side. So once it reached here, I held. I didn't sell anything. I held my average. We're right around the 86 cent range. What I wanted to see was a drop to the 85 cent, 84 cent level and consolidation. I wanted to see a consolidation here of continuation, a continued consolidation at this level, and then we'll take the next leg up. But obviously that didn't happen. It sold off, found, obviously bottomed right here, and then went straight back up to 88 cents, and then just completely sold off. Um, in terms of oil's been pretty strong. So obviously there's just a massive sell-off that happened here, sent it right back to the downside, and now post-market we're at 79 cents. Did I have a lot more expectations for Camber Energy and oil in general today? Of course, guys, but as long as you're pocketing a bit of profit, that's all that matters. I mean, this was a 6-7 cent winner, and I'm happy with that. In terms of a penny stock, 6 to 7 cents is a lot of profit at the end of the day. Um, compared to more expensive stocks that are out there in the market, pennies are obviously a lot more lucrative if they're moving hard and they have a lot of momentum. Those pennies are equivalent to a lot of return. So Camber Energy, still keep this on watch, guys. I'm going to keep it on watch for another re-entry as long as we see a bullish move in oil and we see a lot of strength in that sector. There's no reason that this doesn't go back over $1 in the coming weeks. So keep Camber on watch, guys. Last but not least, we're going to talk about FUBO. Now, FUBO, what a drop it had today. I believe, yeah. It's at right now post market. FUBO is at 372. It's almost touching all time lows. All time lows were that one day when it went down to 360, if I'm not mistaken. Not here. It's you got to zoom out a little bit more. It was right down here on May 2nd. Yeah, it went down to 360. So we're almost touching those all time lows as we speak right now. What I did see from the earnings call today was revenue was good. It was the earnings per share that was absolutely putrid. It was awful. Um, Now with obviously obviously it's kind of tough to determine the price action of a stock, especially even if they have bad earnings, because it's so unpredictable. Like you'll literally see a company release bad earnings and uptrend, like I was saying about Square. It wasn't necessarily bad earnings, but it was a miss, but it's still uptrended like crazy. Now with Fubo, it's a different story. This is showing a lot of weakness right now. So in terms of Fubo, I'm still bullish on the name. We're in the 370 range right now. It's about to touch all-time lows. And do I have a definitive support to rely on? I do not, because it's too soon. It's too soon to tell. Could this go even lower to the even $3 range? It's more than possible. If we see a bullish market, right? Tomorrow's a bullish market and not the typical Friday sell-off. This will move to the upside. Um, and another one I like to mention is SOFI. I should open that one up and talk about that as well. In terms of SoFi, this is another one of those names that's been floating down in the all-time low territory, and I'm very bullish on the company in general. And they have earnings coming up. Their earnings is, was it today? I don't think it was today. I do not believe earnings was today on this name. Yeah, it wasn't. Um, Coming on May 11th, which is next week on Wednesday, if I'm not mistaken. So, SoFi, in terms of quarterly growth, is expected to be up. So, um, I'm remaining bullish on this name. I still am very extremely bullish on this. Right now, post market, we're looking at 693. Overall in the day, it held up pretty well. In terms of the lows that it was at, I mean, it got ravaged to the downside. Obviously, with so much market weakness these past days in the market, it's just been desecrated down. So it looks like $6 was the low, and I mean bouncing off that low pretty nicely. So now what we do want to see is it maintain these levels, north of $6 for a decent amount of time to be able to make that determination that this is a nice entry, a nice long at this price. Now, I mean, personally, I am definitely long on this play. It looks way too good. We get good earnings coming up. This can go up to the $8, $9, $10 range again. I don't see why not. And with an addition of market strength, it could easily happen. So keep SoFi, keep FUBO on watch. Those are two names that I really do enjoy. To look at FUBO, just obviously an earnings per share miss that really sent it to the downside. So that's obviously unfortunate to see, but it was kind of inevitable. I mean, with everything going on, with everything as tight as it is, and obviously losing a lot of money in operations just because of the state the world is in right now, and a whole ton of other different factors. So, a quick recap: talked about the SPY ETF today. I mean, what an up and down day it was, but overall, market took an absolute dump. UVXY, what a move to the upside. Market takes a dump. UVXY is gonna like it. UVXY gonna like it. Gonna take that. Be like, I'm going straight to the upside, boy. And that's exactly what it did. Boyle, what a move to the upside. Am I happy? No, but am I still remaining confident and patient and humble? Yes. Boyle will have its time where it does come down. Natural gas will taper off with demand decrease, and we will see a rise in cold. Now, cold is basically like it's basically going to rise from the ashes. That's what I see happening. So I'm holding my position here, and I will buy more if it dips more because we're in all-time low territory, and I'm gonna soak up all these dips that I can. These are really solid opportunities to take advantage of, in my opinion. So keep cold on watch. Square, what a move with earnings, even though it was a miss, up over $100. Very impressive move to the upside. We get a bullish day tomorrow. Names like Square, names like Rivian, names like FUBO, names like SoFi, they're gonna soar. So yeah, so keep an eye. Square, Rivian, Camber Energy with oil strength. Keep that one on watch. FUBO and SoFi. And those are all the names I have to talk about today. And as always, if you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like the videos. If you have any questions or particular plays you want me to look into more, please do comment down below, or anything. Anything you want to tell me, just comment down below, guys, because I value your opinions. I value what you guys have to say. I do this all for you. Y'all matter to me. And I really hope you guys made profit today. It was a very tough day for sure. So um, stay confident, stay focused, stay poised, stick to your plan, stay patient, and we'll get it back tomorrow. Let's see a bullish move to the upside. I mean, obviously it just depends, but we'll see what happens. The market's been extremely unpredictable lately, so expect the unexpected, guys. All right, guys, peace.